Quincy Bennett, how you doing?
Good, how are you, sir?
Thank you for joining me today.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Quincy, where did you play high school football at?
I played at Westlake High School out in Ventura County. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you had quite an impressive senior year. You had 91 tackles, 5 forced fumbles, 4 TDs. How was the plan for that coach?
Coach Banker, it's a great guy to play with, fiery guy, fiery personality. But he's always going to have the best belief in you as a player. So, it was a great blessing going to Westlake and playing for him. So.
And then after high school, you came here to UC Davis.
Yes, sir.
And how was this experience? How was the experience playing for UC Davis?
Honestly, in my early years, it was the best experience, But overall, I would say I'm blessed for the experience because it did pay for my college education. And I did get to meet, some of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life here, especially my teammates, because they've always had my back, and they honestly became my family, they became my brothers, so.
Yeah. Now, I read one of your social media posts. It said that at some point during your playing career at UC Davis that you had to quit playing football. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Actually, it was because going into the 2018 season, going to fall camp, I didn't feel right mentally. I didn't feel right, as myself, being myself. And it occurred one day, I could just completely miss the practice. And I scheduled a meeting with our team doctor, Dr. Ray, and I just told him how I was feeling. I just told him, about my thoughts, my actions. Like, hey, I just feel completely off. And the thing is, I actually been having this since my arrival at UC Davis for my freshman year. But I didn't know how to go about it. So I just didn't know who to talk to. I didn't know how to go about it. I just, try to be the stigma around, football, or just, social stigma about, being tough. Just keep going. It's going to be all right. So at the end of the day, that's what I did because that's all I knew. So, and that's, that's been my life completely. So, that's exactly what I did. That's exactly the steps I took, and I just tried to be tough and stick it out. But at a certain point, it just got too much for me.
So when you, so your freshman year is when you knew something was different about the way you felt about playing football and just your everyday things?
Yes.
Okay. And at what point did you make the decision to say, okay, I'm not going to play football anymore, or I can't?
Well, after fall quarter, I believe it was 2018, that season, I actually got dismissed from school because my GPA was so bad. And I knew that was coming, because I was just struggling completely. I petitioned to get back into school, and then I was telling, the college letters in science, Miss Beth Floyd, she works at college letters in science. I was telling her my experience, and actually when I was in Texas, I went to go see a therapist, and they told me I had dysthymia depression, which is something that prolongs over years, and then to a point where it gets too overwhelming, you can't really take enough of it, and you just completely shut down type thing mentally. So.
Okay. Well, I want to share something with you about myself as well. I suffered, believe it or not, from some of the same diagnoses that you suffered. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I suffered depression for many, many years, and to have you here, to me, is an inspiration. So first of all, I want to let you know that.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
And so as part of your recovery, who was there as far as family and friends? Was there anyone there that particularly was there for you along this recovery process?
My mama came out here within 5 minutes. I got dismissed. My dad works for American Airlines. So, with the part of the benefits, we get free flights. So she flew as soon as I got dismissed, and she knew something was wrong with me. She can tell, this whole time in college, because she can tell when she gets on the FaceTime with me, because now I'm her son, She's like, I can tell something's wrong with you.
Moms always knows, don't she?
Yeah, exactly. So she came out here, we went up to my college, and my sister came out here too. So we met at my college, she had to do to get back into school, and then they flew back because they had work and stuff. My dad flew back out, and we just drove all the way to Dallas from Sacramento, and then got into therapy.
Okay. Well, this story has a great ending, but first, how did you overcome this? How did you overcome it?
I say my support system.
Support system.
My support system. My faith in God as well. So. It felt like my back against the wall. My back was against the wall this whole entire time I've been at UC Davis. Because I've been struggling academically, football-wise, both, and. My parents just, kept that belief in me. That's the greatest gift they ever gave me, is them believing in me completely. So I would never take that for granted.
Was football a dream of yours, or what was football to you?
Oh, football was everything to me. I mean, coming from Oxnard, a lot of people don't know this, but I believe growing up, there's a recession that hit. I don't know what years. It's like early 2000s, mid 2000s, and then what you call it? My family, we actually, I was a kid who had it all growing up. You know what I'm saying? But we actually, we had like 3 or 4 houses in Ventura County. We actually lost every single one of those houses. You know what I'm saying? And we actually had to end up moving back to my grandpa's house. And, it wasn't the best living situation, but we had to make it work. You know what I'm saying? So football was my way out. You know what I'm saying? Football gave me my voice. You know what I'm saying? I'm always thankful for that because brought me to this great university.
Now, this story has a great ending. Granted, you went through everything you went through. You still graduated. How did that feel after you graduated?
Honestly, it felt awesome, and it kind of sucked at first because I had to give up football. You know what I'm saying? In order to graduate, but I am the first in my family to graduate from college and from a university in general. So, I mean, I feel like that was the bigger picture to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to sacrifice football to, set a new standard for my family. You know what I'm saying? Because we, of course, my family we struggle with not academics, we struggle, finishing school, finishing college in general. So I feel like the bigger picture for me was God showed me you need to finish college because, what I'm saying, you're already here, you got your education paid for, you need to go ahead and finish school because that's the biggest priority for you right now.
And if there's another NCAA athlete out there playing any type of sport right now who may have went through what you went through, what words could you give them, or what type of advice could you give them?
I say, if you don't feel right at all mentally, if you don't feel like yourself normal, you know what I'm saying, like how you usually are, go see somebody, say something. That's the biggest thing I did was say something.
Use your resources.
Use your resources. I knew something was wrong with me, and I texted my team trainer, I texted my position coach, Coach Jackson. I was like, hey man, like I don't feel good, and I felt like this for a very long time. And it got to the point, it's like, hey, being tough and sticking it out, isn't always the answer. Sometimes you need to take a step back and, you need to get right mentally, get right physically. You know what I'm saying? Like Marshawn said, get your chicken right, get your mental right, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, you got to really assess yourself and, whatever you need to do to progress in the future. So.
And what would you tell them to encourage them to keep going?
A lot of social stigmas say, hey, be tough, keep going. But take your time. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff at your own pace. Forget what everyone says, graduating in 4 years or whatever. You got to be some type of big baller. You really don't. You know what I'm saying? Just go at your own pace. Be who you are. Stick to your role, stick to your guns, and, be yourself. So,
Quincy, it's been an honor and a privilege to talk to you again. You're an inspiration to us all. And congratulations on graduating.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.